We are going to discuss about factors of production. In details, I will try to explain about it with you. And are you ready? Are you with me? If yes, then I think so. We should start now. Yes, what do you say? Subject is economy. If you are not comfortable, then sit as a comfortable. Uncomfortable, sit uncomfortable. If you are not, you are crystal clear that subject is economy, and yes, there will be two chapters, as you can see here below, one to two chapters. There are two chapters. We will discuss about it in details. I will be trying to explain. Okay, don't worry. I will start within few seconds. So here, this cursor will will highlight. Okay, this cursor will highlight. I will highlight by using this cursor. Okay, and you understand what I am saying, what I am explaining by using this cursor. Okay, so here first name of a lecture, name of a first lecture is a production of factors of production. I think I am not comfortable. uh, after few days, now I am starting, now I am discussing with you after few days. That's why I'm it feels that I am not uncomfortable, but I want that comfortable when I was explaining with you some lectures, some chapters, some concepts. That moment, that confidence, that comfortable I want again. So I will try, I will give my 100% to myself to take again that moment. Okay. So here factors of production. Here factor, you can understand factor is the interest, you can say. Otherwise you can say factors, which means we are factoring. Okay, we are dividing. For example, for instance, there are six things. Okay, there are six things. So here we are dividing one by one, one. So we can say there are six. So instead of saying six, we can say factors in the context of economy. Okay. So factors of production. What are factors of production? So let's see. Let's start from introduction. Let's start from introduction. Introduction says Palampur is a village. In chapter, you will observe a Palampur word. It is the name of a village that will be mentioned. That will be mentioned in your book. So Palampur is the name of a village, and we are taking it as a hypothetical. We are imagining, okay, we are imagining that yes, name of this village is Palampur. Okay, you can name any. Okay, so here in your book, name of village is given what? Palampur. We will be considering name of village as a Palampur, so that we can explain it. So here Palampur is a hypothetical village, yes, imaginary village. We are imagining that yes, in this village there are some house, there are a lot of women, men, children. There are a lot of houses. Yes, there are two schools. There is no facility of what hospital in Palampur village. So all these are in village of Palampur. Now here we will be considering the name of a village as Palampur. Okay, we will be imagining. So it it is it is being used in your book so that concepts main points can be understood to audience. It is used to explain the basic concepts of production and a rural economy. Yes, from this story of a Palampur village, you will understand basic concepts of production that I told you. Our lecture name is what factors of production. So from this story, you can understand basic concepts of production. Otherwise, you can say yes, production and rural economy. Rural economy is just a village. Rural, which means village. But rather than taking one village, we take what some village to define a rural one. Okay, we cannot say that a village is rural. Some village, number of villages will be considered as rural. Clear? So here we will see what is the economy of a rural area. What is the economy of rural area? And what are factors of a production? It represents the structure of rural India, and introduce the four factors of production: land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. Here, it represents the structure of rural India. Wo present. So, factors of production will represent the structure of rural India. Factors of production. You will understand. I know I didn't explain meaning of a factors of a production, but above, upper, you are understanding that factors of production will represent the basic of economy. Otherwise, you can say rural India, structure of rural India, and it introduces the four factors of production. Yes, from a village, otherwise from a rural area, you can find the factors of production. For example, land. Okay, land you can easily observe in village. Without land, who are living? Okay, who are living without land? No, even no one can live without land. On land is made home. On land is made home, but their on land is made buildings so that they can open shops, they can open business, they can do business, different type of a business. They can open institutes to teaching to their students. So there are a lot of uses of land. So in some words we can say without land no one can survive. No one can survive. Yes, even you can observe to yourself, where are you? On land, and that land is of your father. Okay, that land is of your father. That's why you are able to survive, you are able to stand on that land, because of name that land is your that land is your father, is of your father. So here I am trying to tell you, without land we cannot survive. Without land any buildings cannot be opened. without lands, can you tell me? Don't you think that without lands, agriculture cannot be done? Yes, to do agriculture, we need land. We need land. Then we do some process on that land so that uh, farmer can crop whatever they want. If we if we talk about agriculture, then yes, farmer farmer person needs what land to do agriculture. Even in urban area, even in urban area, person who lives in urban area, they want more land so that they can build buildings, so that they can make houses. They can whatever they want. But in urban area, you will realize that people wants more land, and in rural areas you will realize that people have a lot of land individually, but they cannot do. If they are doing, it means they observe that yes, uh, this side, this place will be better to produce whatever they want to do. Okay, now till here it will be enough. So here, land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, and I am trying to explain all this labor, land, physical capital, human capital from this slide. But one by one, in details, we will understand about land, about labor, about physical capital, and about human capital. Okay. So from this slide, you understood that we will observe a village which name will be Palampur, but we will be imagining that yes, name of this is Palampur. Name of this village is Palampur, and in this village, what are those things that we are going to discuss? What are those things that we are going to discuss? And those things are land, labor, physical capital, and human capital. These are those things. Okay, and these things you can observe in any village. But here, uh, some of them, some of land, labor, physical capital, and human capital cannot be able, but I think so all this will be able. For example, land you can observe in village area. Labor also can be observed in village. Physical capital, when it comes to physical capital, yes, it is available in rural area. I will explain how. Next, human capital. What is human capital? What do you think about it? So human, we are human. Capital, it means we are capital, we are a resource. It means we will do something for our country, we will be doing something important for our country, then we will be considered as a human capital. Don't worry, I am moving to next slide. I am moving to next slide. Hold on, what happened? Something happened, brother. So we were discussing here. Let me off. So second slide is complete. Now third. Here, key features of Palampur. Key features of Palampur. In Palampur village is a well-connected village. Uh, there are roads, electricity, schools, and health centers. This statement, this statement, what is it try to try to tell you? This only statement, first sentence you can say. It is telling you a village which name is Palampur has what well roads, has well electricity, as well as schools, and as well as health center. Now, can don't you think that all these are what major things for a human, major requirements for a human? Don't you think? Yes, from road to health center, road is compulsory, electricity is compulsory, as well as a school, as well as health center. Road, why road? We can move from one place to wherever we wanted to go, we can go. uh, in modern time you can observe what there are a lot of works. If we live in a rural area, then we have to go uh, in area in area where some important work can be done in that area, then we will have to go. Yes, it happens today in today time. So here road will be well, then we can go. Road can be barrier. Road can be barrier. If road will not be well, then a road will be barrier for people. Okay, so you can say if a road is well, then it will be considered as a productivity. This well road will help to a lot of people, isn't it? uh, yes. So if road is well, then there are a lot of productivity. This will be productivity for those people who are living in village, as well as those who are living in urban areas. Now, if a road is not well, then what will happen? So first point is crystal clear. If road is not well, then it will not be considered as productivity. Okay, it will be barrier for those people. It will be barrier, of course, because it is not well. If for example you can understand by what, if we are not healthy. Okay, if you are not healthy, then your mind would say, yes, I cannot do this work. I am not going for it. I am not going to study. So that is what your mind tells you. Okay, your mind gives a signal to you that your body is unhealthy. Now, because of body is unhealthy, now you are not able to do those works that you can do. Same here same here. What is happening here? We were understanding that if a road will be unwell, then some people cannot travel from one place to another place. Person who want to go from one place to another place, so that person cannot go. Now that person would say that this is a barrier. Now I need to say to our uh, men, you can say men, officers, you can say. Okay, men. So here, clear. So in some sentences, otherwise in some words you can understand that if road is well, then it will be productivity for people. If road is unwell, then it will be unproductivity for people. Same Same for electricity, same for a skill, same for a school, same for health. Look, today today we observe what a lot of roads, isn't it? But there are some roads which are not well. Yes, that road, we can see, yes, it is road, but what happens? Road is not well. We can say this is road. Here, road can be made, but we are saying road is unwell. Road wants to what? Road wants to uh, repair. Okay, I'm not saying this is sad. Road cannot be made. I'm not saying this. Same here, electricity. Electricity is available in village, but work of providing electricity is not well, is not that way. Electricity also comes in village, but not that much time as electricity is provided in urban area. I'm not I'm not comparing those both areas. Okay, everything, for example, road, electricity, schools, health centers, all these are made by government. And government, how does government uh, make this roads, electricity, schools, health? Why? How? Because of taxes, and taxes are paid by public. That's why you can say government will be accountable, government will be responsible. That's why I am saying all things are being provided to public. Then here we will not say that in that area electricity will be provided this much time, and in this area, in rural areas, electricity will be provided this time, less time. No, in urban area only, in urban area uh, electricity is coming how much times? You can say 12 hour. Okay, and in rural areas what is happening? Only 2 hours, 2 hours in morning, 2 hours in afternoon, 2 hours in night, in night. It is happening in the rural areas. So of course there is what, there is something is wrong. Something is wrong. What it means? Electricity is not providing, electricity is not being provided well in rural areas. Same here, a school is made, a school is available in village, but quality of education is not available in that school. Are you understanding what I am saying? A school is available by government in a village, but quality of education is not available in that school. So here focus, here government needs to focus on that on that school. Okay, as well as public will be, public will be accountable. If a public will not say anything about their requirement, about their essential, which can be completed by government, and government will take those demands by public, because of public is paying tax. That's why public is paying tax. That's why here government will be responsible. Okay, government will work for public to provide a road, to provide well electricity, to provide quality education in a school. and here center. Now next, main occupation farming with some non-farming activities like dairy, shopkeeping, and transport. Yes, multiple cropping. Most land is used intentionally with 2-3 crops grow annually. What is it trying to tell you? There is a land, okay. I want to crop multiple, okay. I want to do agriculture multiple in only one lane. Then can you say that yes, it will be possible? If yes, then how? I would say yes, it is a possible. In one lane there can be done a lot of agriculture, not a lot of, but 3 4, okay, 3 4 crops can be done in one lane, and by doing that we will get benefit. Okay, by doing that we will get benefit. If we don't do, then of course we will get what we will we will not be able to take benefit. Okay, only I would say in a land we should do agriculture, we should do crop how much? Maximum 3, minimum 2. Maximum 3, minimum 2. It will give a benefit to people. So a third this is telling you that by cropping multiple, it will provide it will provide better income, you can say. It will provide a better benefit, you can say. Okay. Hmm. About it I will discuss, don't worry. Farming, which means a person who are doing agriculture, so those agricultures will come in the category of farming. But person who are not doing agriculture, but they do work they do work something else, then those person will be considered as none. Those activities, you can say, will be considered as none for activities like dairy, shopkeeper, transport, shopkeeping, all these are not farming, all these are not agriculture. That's all. Next, factors of production. Factors of production. Now we are on main track. We want to know what is the meaning of a factor of a production. We want to, and that is where we will understand. First, here as we know there are four: land, labor, physical capital, human capital. There are four factors of a production. Now here a little meaning of a factor of a production I want to discuss with you. It is telling you when we will have factors, it means we can produce something. If you have factors of a production, then you can produce something. We will see those factors, and then we will observe that yes, is it possible by having all these factors to produce product? Yes. Hmm. So here, from these factors of production, you will observe that we are understanding it so that we can produce something. We are understanding this so that we can understand how is product produced. That's why we are understanding. Here first land. You can say these are major basics for producing something. First is land. Land is a compulsory. It is available naturally. Yes, we didn't make land. It was available naturally. It is available naturally. It will be available naturally. Okay. Anything that is not made, anything that is not made by human, then those things we will consider as natural. If there are things that is being created by human, then those things we can consider as a artificial. Okay, artificial thing. Artificial, which means human human are creating. Now, yeah, first is land. Land fixed and limited. Most is already cultivated. Cultivated, which means I did agriculture and it is cultivated. Fixed and limited. Yes, fixed and limited. Now, if you have land, then of course you will have what, limited and fixed land. You cannot increase that land. Okay, level. Here, land is naturally available. It is a basic. It is our basic. If it will, if we will not have a land, then we can not make our own house. We cannot make any buildings. If uh, when we will not have land, then that's why it is said land will be first primary things for whom. Now labor divided into forms labors, often landlords and landowners. Something little different from this I would like to explain. Labor can be categorized into three. First, landless. Second, landowner. Okay. Third, I think landless and landowners. Person who don't have any kind of land. Person who have a lot of lands, so that person will be owner for those lands. Here, in the context of agriculture, we are understanding meaning of labor. First, landless person, that person who don't have landless person, that person who don't have what, any kind of land. Okay, any land. A person who don't have any land. Okay, that person does not have land at all. So that's why we can consider that person as a landless labor. Second, landowners. Second, landowners. It is telling you owners of lands, isn't it? It means there are a lot of lands, and I am owner. All I have all these lands, or you can say nine lands. Okay, nine lands. I have nine lands. Now I will be what owner for these lands. From this, from here, one thing can be observed. What? Employment. Here you can see landowners is not unemployment. It will be employment. It can earn more money. This person will sit like this and work is being done. So what I am trying to tell you, I am trying to tell you, I have nine lands. Now I can put what? Labors. Who labor will come? So here we can easily say that person who don't have work, that person can come. For example, landless. This person, landless person, will not have work. So for for basic, that person will earn money for basic material. That's why that person will have to work. Now here that person has option to come to me, so that that person can earn money. So that is how that person will get opportunity to earn money. That is how. That is how person gets employment. It happens similar in company. There are a lot of companies in urban areas. Person who don't have work, they go to companies, and company keeps those persons, so that as an employer, so that they can work. But that person should have a skill. That person should have a skill. If you are going to earn money in company, then you should have a skill. Then that company will keep you. Okay, will keep you in their company. It depends on a skill. So here can we talk yes, one more person, a person who will have what alien, but that person can do agriculture for some vegetables. From those vegetables, family of that person can eat for few months. Then after few months, that person will go to somewhere to earn money. Okay, so that is happening. Clear? You can see this example of this type of person who has land, and but they can do agriculture. That person will have a few one two lands. Okay, person which has one two lands, that person can do agriculture, but whatever they will get from that agriculture, they can eat for few months. Then after few months, uh, earning member of that family will have to go to earn money. But landowners cannot go. They have option, but they will earn more money. They have option. Go landowners. So landowners have option to earn more money. But here landless person does not have options to earn more money, to earn money in comfortable zone. Okay, okay, okay. Now a skilled person and unskilled person. Let's understand it. What is a skilled person? Yes, a skilled person is a person. Unskilled person is also person. Now what is happening here? What's the difference between them? Difference between a skilled and unskilled person. Easily we can say a skilled person, it means person has a skill. Person has a set of a skill. But on the other side, second person second person does not have any kind of a skill. So a person who don't have any kind of a skill, that person will come in category of a, will come to define unskilled what? Unskilled word. Otherwise you can say that person will come in the category of a unskilled person. So any person who don't have any kind of a skill, that person will be considered as unskilled person. And in other case, first person has what? First person has a skill. So this person will be considered as a skilled person. Now here from this definition, one point more we can observe. One point we can add. What? One point we can add from this discussion. What? A skilled person will be what? Will be asset for the country. A skilled person. But unskilled person will not be asset for country. It will be liabilities. We will discuss it in second lecture. Clear about it in details. We will discuss later on second chapter. So here, physical capital. Let's understand physical capital. So here, tools, machines, buildings, and raw materials. Physical capital can be categorized into. It can be divided into two parts. First, fixed capital, and second, working capital. I will explain. I will explain. First, let's understand physical capital. It is telling you that capital is a physical. Capital is a physical. We can see, we can observe, we can touch that capital. For example, tools, machines, we can touch, buildings, we can touch, raw materials, we can touch. I'm not talking about gas. Gas will be physical capital. So, here, any kind of tools, any things you are taking, if those things can help to person to make something, to make product, and that product will be public, and from that product can be earned, then yes, you took things, and those things are physical capital. Those things are physical capital because of those things are helping to you to produce a product. That's why. So here, physical capital will help to produce something which will be useful to our country. For example, you have a capital, and you have tools. Okay, you have machines. Now you can use machines to produce let's just say clothes. Okay, clothes. Now you can sell clothes. When you when you will sell clothes, then you will get money. Now you are getting money. It means indirectly you are developing to your country. Indirectly, you cannot observe directly that you are developing to your country, but indirectly. But remember, you you sold your products to public, and then you quote money. Now it will be what? It will be benefit for your country. Why I am saying like this? If you have products and you sold those products to your public, but you didn't get rupees, didn't get money, then we can easily say that right now you didn't develop to your country because you did not get money. That's why. So here our point is here. Okay, this is our point. Any things, any materials you can take, and those materials are helping to you to produce something else product, then those products, not those products, those things that you were using, so those things, you can see those things are physical capital because those things are helping to produce something else product. Here I told you it can be divided into two parts: first fixed capital, second working capital. First fixed capital, second working capital. What happens here? Working capital, it is telling you capital is working. And second fixed capital, it is telling you capital is fixed. Now here, what's the difference between working and fixed? So here capital, for example, I told you physical capitals are things, are materials. Okay, you took a material, you are using that material to produce something else, you are using the first thing to produce something else product. Now after after apply after applying this first material in industry, then we will need again same. So here what is happening? It was consumed, the first material was consumed, you can say. Yes, we used this first material in making other product. Okay, once you have used you have used a material, but you cannot get that material, you cannot use that thing again to make something else, then we can say that thing was working capital. Okay, it can be consumed during production, during producing a product. Now what will happen with fixed capital? Interesting point will come. Fixed capital will say that yes, you can use to me, but you will be able to use, you can use me many times. After one time you can also use in second time, in third time. Who are saying fixed capital, it is a fixed. So of course it will, one tools, one thing can be used for few years, for few months, for example, machine is a tool, is a physical capital. It can be used for few months, after applying one time, again you can use the same tool, same machine. But in the case of working capital, what was happening? after using a thing as a physical capital, again we were not able to use this same thing. That's why those things we considered as a working capital, and now we have what machines, and we are using machines to produce a product. Now after producing a product, again we can use what same machine. So here's machine are helping to produce a lot of products with the one tool. Okay, you can have two or more tools. Clear? Now next, human capital. Next is what? Human capital. What do you think? Human capital, I think, okay, not formation. It is telling you a human will have what? Should have knowledge, should have information, should have education, so that that person can do what business. So that that person can do business. Yes, any person who are doing business, so that person should have knowledge of their business. Then that person uh, can take their business to up level, isn't it? Okay. So here it will depend on our knowledge. How is our business going on? So it will depend on our knowledge. Clear? So here it is telling you human capital, knowledge and enterprise of a people, for example, a skilled labor enterprises. So here, if you hire a skilled person to build a building, then that person will work smartly. That person will think smartly. They will do what they will do. A performance of those persons who have a skill will be better, will be will be doing better work in making buildings, in making building. So it will be, rather than hiring a unskilled person, you can hire a skilled person. Yes, it will take time to hire, it will take time to hire a skilled person, because you are hiring a skilled person. If you want to create if you want to create a strong building, then you will have to hire what a skilled labor, a skilled person, so that your building can be made strongly with a better design. Clear? So knowledge will determine to your business, how is your business going on. So knowledge will determine. Clear? So this for it is explaining that if you have knowledge, and you opened your business, and whatever is your business, if you have knowledge of your business that you opened, then you can think smartly. You can say that yes, it will run in this area, it will not run this, these materials will run in this area, so I should purchase this. Yes, this materials I should purchase, so it will run. Okay, you will think like this. Critically you will think, you will take decision critically. Your decision will make a sense, because of you have knowledge of your business. Then your decision will make a sense. Clear? You will move smartly. Confidently you can increase your business. If your business is decreasing, then you can control your business. It will happen when you will have knowledge. And any person who has their own business, so that person should have knowledge, information, education, anyhow. Okay, I can tell you why. If if you have education, if you have knowledge, if you have information, then you will be considered as a skilled. Yes, you can you can be considered as a skilled person, because here you are controlling your business with your knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, then when your business will keep decreasing, then you will think, oh, I cannot do, my business is decreasing, what should I do? Like that you will do. Okay, you will like you were nothing, you don't know how to do. That is how you will do. So what's the difference between them? Having knowledge, having not knowledge. When you will have knowledge, then you can increase your business. If your business is decreasing, you can stop, you can take better decision. What should you do in time of where your business is your business is decreasing? Then at that time, what should you do? You will be able to think critically, what should you do in that moment. Okay, so this will happen. This is a difference between having knowledge and not having knowledge. So next slide, let's relevant insights. Relevant insights. Rural economy, yes, foundation of an Indian's economic structure. It is telling you. Can I describe a word rural and urban? I know I described. Okay, I described in the beginning. But again, for you, I would like to explain. I would like to repeat. Rural is a collection of a village. That's it. Collection of a village will be considered as a rural. Collection of villages. Collection of villages. Now, what about urban? What about urban? So here, urban is not a village, but urban area will have colonies, will have what closely what line you can say, street you can say. Okay, street village has also a state. So here, urban area is area where a person can do what, where person can do can open their own business, any kind of a business, except they cannot do agriculture. If they are able to do agriculture in urban areas, it means that area where you are doing agriculture will not be considered as a rural area, because agriculture area is considered as village. Yes, there are 2 3 areas uh, where you can do agriculture in urban area, then it happens. Okay, you can do. So in urban area you can take opportunity to do work. Okay, you can work in shopkeeper, you can work on petrol pump, you can open business, you can open shopkeepers, you can open shop of ration. You can open with vegetable shops. There are a lot of shops, clothes shop. Okay, a lot of shops are there in urban area. It is showing you that there are a lot of opportunity in urban area, but in the case of rural area, there are not opportunity. There are not opportunity of getting job in rural area. Yes, it is happening. It is a reality. You can say it is a harsh reality. It is a harsh reality. In a rural area, you will not get any kind of a job, but in a urban area, you can easily, but not easily, but you can have a job in urban area. But in the rural area, anyhow, you will not get a job. You will not get a job. Now, why will you not get a job in a rural area? Because of lack of facilities, lack of major things. For example, a school, for example, hospital, electricity, road, well road, all this. Otherwise, you can say some of this will be will be lack will be lack in village area. But all this you can easily observe in urban area. Yes, in urban areas there are private schools, there are colleges, but in villages you cannot observe any kind of a college. You can observe what is the difference between them, isn't it? In the rural areas, people are doing agriculture. They are earning money by doing agriculture. Season comes, they are ready, and then they start doing agriculture. That is how they earn money. But they don't that much money that they should earn money. They do not earn too much money. Okay, monthly they do not get income monthly by doing agriculture. Season comes, then they do agriculture. After after some process, they get what, rice, wheat. Then they get they are able to get what, money, when they sell their grains. That is how they earn money. That is how farmer earns money. But what happens in urban areas? After 1 month, again after 1 month, monthly get you get what, money, you get income. Yes, so here you can see what is happening in rural areas. Employment in a rural and urban areas. Yes, easily you can be employment in urban areas, but you cannot be employment in a rural areas, because of there are lack of facilities of school, colleges, electricity, hospital. Okay, so for employment in urban area, you can easily get job, but in rural area it will be impossible to get a job. You will get job, it means you are employment. If you are not getting job, you are not able to do anything to earn money, then you are unemployed. We will discuss types of unemployment in second chapter. Some stable development. Some stable, which means steady Study not study development will be permanent. It is telling you sustainable development is better for country, is better for country. It tells if development is unstable in your country, so it is telling you that uh, immediately you immediately you will not get you will not get a result, as you will not get a bad result immediately. Okay, so sustainable development, it is a permanent, it is a permanent, and it is useful for any country. Okay, so sustainable development will happen when people are educated, people have skills, people are earning money by having them as skills. If they have skills now, by that skills they are earning money. It means they can earn money. If they are earning money, it means indirectly they are developing to their country. So that is how it will be, country will be sustainable development, when person will be educated, and when person will be healthy. Yes. So here, what are the four factors of production? What is the significance of multiple cropping in Palampur? So here, first let's answer the first question. What are the four factors of production? Yes, four factors of production to produce a product. First is land. It is a basic for a human. It is a level naturally. So we can say it is a primary resource. Okay, it is a primary resource. Second is labor. Second is labor. Without labor, anything cannot be created. Anything cannot be made without labor. If you want to do agriculture, then of course you will hire person. You will hire labor. Okay. Then agriculture will happen. Are you understanding? So labor is a compulsory. We cannot say that without having labor something can be done. No, I think it impossible. It is impossible. Labor can be divided into two parts. First, a skilled, second, unskilled. Yes, you can hire a skilled person, so that your work can be done strongly or smartly. Okay. And third is, I think, physical capital. Physical capital, yes. Physical capital is also compulsory. It is a requirement, you can say. We today we have physical capital. We use those physical capital so that we can do something. We can do experiment so that we can study something. For example, mobile device. Mobile device is also, it can be also considered as a physical quantity. From this device, by using this device, I am getting profit a lot of. Yes, by using anything, if you are getting benefit, if you are able to create a something else product, then you can say that material which you used is a physical quantity. Clear? This was third factor of production. Now fourth, I think, human capital. It is telling you, if a human has knowledge, then any person who has their business, so that person has information, has knowledge, then that person can do whatever that person wanted to do with their business. If that person wants to increase their business, then that person can use their knowledge to increase business. So okay, having knowledge, you can increase whatever you want. whatever you can do. Without having knowledge, you can do something, but if you think that I want to do this, then you would say, how will it be possible? You will not be able to think critically when you will have not knowledge. Then that's why it is said that study better with us smartly. Clear? These are four. These are four production of. These are four factors of a production to produce a product. Second question. Let me answer. Let me explain. What is this significance? Significance, which means importance. It is the other word of importance. Word. What is the significance of multiple cropping in Palampur village? In any village, if we are cropping multiple grains, then we will get what benefit? We will get benefit. But remember, more than more than 4 5 don't don't uh, don't crop. Okay, don't crop in limited land more than 4 and 4 5 6. So this much crops, this much grains don't crop in limited agriculture, otherwise you will get a bad result. Okay, your grains will be waste. Only two or three crops will be better to crop in limited land. Clear? Then you will get better result. You will have more what grains. Yes, we now, by doing multiple uh, crop, we can get benefit. But if you do if you apply a lot of crop in limited agriculture, then you will not get better result. Instead, you will get bad result, because used you cropped 5 6 7 crops. That's why that's why you will not, at least two or three, this number will be better. Clear? So I think it was last. Next we will understand next chapter. We will understand name of next chapter is people as a resource.